All right, let's talk about a plant that sounds almost too good to be true. I'm talking about an herb that smells like your favorite dessert, can totally change up your cooking game, and is pretty much impossible to kill. Sounds perfect, right? Well, it does have one little secret that every gardener needs to know. Let's get into the story of chocolate mint.
I mean, seriously, just stop and think about that for a second. A plant that smells exactly like a peppermint patty. The first time I heard that, I was sure it was an exaggeration. But nope, it's the real deal, and that amazing smell is what makes this plant so special.
So what is this magical plant? Well, it's called chocolate mint. And believe me, it absolutely lives up to its name. Okay, so on a technical level, yeah, it's a type of peppermint, but that word chocolate in the name isn't just for show. You get that classic, cool, minty blast, but then underneath it all, there's this warm, rich, kind of cocoa-like scent. It's really that combo that makes it so good. So yeah, sounds perfect, doesn't it? Maybe a little too perfect? Well, here's the catch. This wonderful, delicious herb has let's call it a dark side. It has a secret ambition that you absolutely have to know about before you even think about putting it in your garden. And this is where things get a little dramatic. This plant's secret ambition is world domination, or at least garden domination. If you don't watch it, it will launch a full-scale underground invasion and try to take over everything. And here's how it does it. The secret weapon is something called a rhizome. Now, these aren't your normal, everyday roots. Think of them more like secret underground highways. They shoot out sideways, just under the surface, and pop up new plants everywhere they go. This is the superpower that makes all men so aggressive.
And I am not kidding here. You plant this directly in a garden bed, and it will spread like a rumor. Those rhizomes will just weave their way through everything, choking out your other plants. It can honestly take over an entire garden in just one season. Okay, before you get totally scared off, don't panic. There is a super simple solution to this whole problem. In fact, there's one golden rule that lets you have all the amazingness of mint with absolutely none of the chaos. So here are your two paths. On the left, you've got total garden mayhem. On the right, you have a happy, healthy plant and a garden that's actually, safe. The answer is just so simple. You have to keep it contained. A pot is its home and its prison. But hey, what if you really want it to look like it's in your garden bed? Well, you can. There's a clever little trick for that. You just plant it in a pot like you normally would. Then you dig a hole and sink the entire pot right into the ground. Now here's the crucial part. You have to leave the top inch or two of the pot's rim sticking out above the soil. That little wall is what stops those sneaky runners from escaping over the top and making a run for it.
All right, so now that we've stopped the hostile takeover, we can get to the really fun part. Because once this plant is contained, it is one of the easiest things you will ever grow.
You know how you picture herbs like rosemary or basil just baking in the hot sun? Well, chocolate mint, it's a little different. It actually likes it best when it gets some nice morning sun, but then gets a break in the shade during the hottest part of the afternoon. It keeps the leaves from getting scorched, and that means way better flavor for you. And this is the question that stresses out every new plant owner, right? When do I water it? Am I doing too much? Not enough? It can be a real guessing game. You're gonna love this. With chocolate mint, the plant literally tells you when it's thirsty. No guesswork. When the leaves start to look just a little bit droopy and sad, that's your signal. Give it a good drink and it'll perk right back up in no time. It's so forgiving. And you don't need to get all fancy with the soil either. Just a good, regular potting mix from the store will do the trick. Now, since it grows so fast, it is a hungry plant, so it definitely appreciates a little boost from a liquid fertilizer every month or so while it's growing. That's what keeps the leaves coming, all lush and full of that amazing scent. Okay, so you've contained the beast, you've kept it happy, and now it's time for the payoff. Let's talk about how to get all that incredible flavor from your pot to your plate.
And here's the best part. The way you harvest it is also the way you prune it. It's a total win-win. Instead of letting the plant get all tall and skinny or leggy, you just find a stem and pinch off the top set of leaves. Every time you do that, it tells the plant to send out 2 new shoots from the sides, making it grow way bushier and full.
All right, listen up, because this is a real pro tip to get the absolute best flavor. Eventually, you'll see these little flower buds start to form. Now, they're cute, but as soon as the plant puts its energy into making flowers, the flavor of the leaves can get a little bitter.
So the secret is to just pinch those flower buds off the second you see them. That keeps all the plant's energy focused on one thing, making more of those delicious leaves.
So what can you actually do with all this mint? Oh man, where do we even start? The simplest thing in the world is to just drop a few fresh leaves in a mug of hot water. That's it. You have the freshest, most amazing mint tea. Or you can chop it up and sprinkle it over ice cream, mix it in a brownie batter, or just stick a whole sprig in a cocktail or a mug of hot cocoa. It looks beautiful and smells even better.
So, let's just recap. It grows like crazy, it smells incredible, and it literally tells you when it needs water. When you think about it, this is probably the perfect entry-level plant for anyone just starting out with gardening. It's a quick and super rewarding win.
Look, if you walk away with only one piece of information from all of this, let it be this one. The golden rule. The big secret. The key to a long and happy relationship with this amazing herb is just this. Keep it in the pot.
So now you know the secret. You know the one simple rule to unlock all this incredible flavor without any of the drama. So I guess the only question left is, are you ready to get your hands on this fast-growing, amazing-smelling, and pretty much unkillable plant?